this is EHLlustrator and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to show you the process on how I make my illustrations using my favorite app, Procreate. I'm using ipadair 3 and the first version of Apple Pencil. So first, I usually start my drawing in making a rough sketch. And for me, this is one of the most important things that I have to consider, because with this process, I can already visualize the final output of an illustration. For this particular artwork, I'm using the Cartoonist 3 from the Pro Inker Brush Mega Pack of Merced. I will put all the names of the brushes that I will mention in this video in the description below. For my first layer, I set it to multiply and I pick color red as the color of my pencil to help me see my sketch better once I adjust the opacity of the layer at around 70 to 80%. Once I'm happy with the result, I will adjust the opacity of the layer as mentioned a while ago, and then I will make a new layer, set it to normal, and I will now do the line art. For my line art, my favorite brush as of now is the Tech Pen Fat by Colbow, and you can actually download it for free. Aside from that, I'm also using the default brush from Procreate, which is the Studio Pen. I really like these brushes because I can control my line art due to its streamlines. So if you like to have more control or if you want to have smoother line, then I highly recommend these brushes. I don't usually use black or the darkest black in a palette because it makes the artwork a bit harsh, I guess. So I prefer to use the lighter version of it by adjusting the saturation or the brightness of the color. So after finishing the line art, I will now proceed to my favorite part, which is coloring the artwork. I start with the base colors and, oh by the way, I put the color of the background first and then add the color of the skin, the clothing, and the rest of the elements of my drawing. Once done, I will now proceed to the shadow. I will add a new layer again, place it on top of the base color, set it to multiply, and adjust it at around 35 to 50%. And instead of using color black, I will be using purple. Putting a shadow in your illustration is very important because it gives a different dimension or additional dimension to your work. You have to identify the source of light in order for you to put the shadow in its right place. After that, I put the small details which are also important, like the blush in the face, because it gives more life to your drawing. Once I'm happy with it, I will now proceed to the highlights. Once again, I will add a new layer and then set it to add, adjust opacity to 60 to 70%. I usually put highlights on the side of the face, the tip of the nose, the eyes, lips, and of course some part of the clothing. For the brush, I use a soft air brush, and I also used Jing Thin Render Solid from Jingsketch Complete Collection. In applying highlights, make sure that you put it lightly and don't make any harsh lines. To put a subtle effect, I added a shadow to these three characters, and this will serve as a background as well. To finish this piece, I added the last layer and fill it with color orange, set it to color burn, and adjust its opacity to 15% to make the color of the whole artwork pop. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if yes, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you!